Yep. Good morning, everyone. So, in this HTML, JavaScript, and CSS concept, first I will give you overview about what we are going to learn in this class. So, actually, this is not UI full stack or any class. This is related to just HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. These are only the topics we are going to learn here. This is not a UI batch or full stack batch or something. This is HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the people who are already attending classes like Java, .NET, and other full stack courses. For them, this HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript topics are covered here. This is not a UI full stack batch. Okay, na? So because some people are confused about UI full stack, this is not UI full stack. So here only these topics are discussed. These are the concepts required for Java, .NET developers. So those topics we are going to learn here. So in this, we are going to cover HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. These are the topics we are going to learn. Okay. So generally, these topics are designed for full stack people. Means people who are doing Java full stack or learning courses like Java and .NET like technologies. For them, whatever topics are required, those topics we will discuss here. So that means whatever the topics needed for a Java .NET developers, PHP, Python developers, those topics are covered in these sessions. So that is HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. Okay. Actually, JavaScript, HTML, Bootstrap have a lot of concepts. Those all concepts are for the people who are learning like UI full stack and all. In this, what is needed for Java, .NET, PHP, Python people, those concepts are involved. Those are the topics we are learning here. Okay. So we will first start with the concept of working with HTML, then CSS, then Bootstrap, and JavaScript. These all topics, it will take us maximum 45 to 50 sessions. So 45 to 50 sessions it will take to finish all these concepts. Okay. So I will share a Google Classroom code tomorrow. So there you can get all the notes. Anyhow, while discussing the concepts, I will give you running note topic by. You have to make note about those concepts. I will share online classroom link where I will share all the classroom notes and everything. So at the same time, better when you are learning any concept, make a note about important points so that it will be helpful for you. I will upload into online link, but while learning, if you can make a note, then it will be easy for you. Okay. So we will start learning with HTML, CSS and all. For that, first I will explain you what we are going to learn here. So what we are going to learn, actually, we are learning what concepts: HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. Do you have any idea where they are used? Huh? Yeah. So actually, so we are going to learn building. So we are going to learn building web applications. We are going to learn building web applications. Actually, web applications need lot of things. In that, by learning HTML, JavaScript, what are web applications? I hope you people know. Generally, types of applications in computer technologies, applications are different types. We have desktop applications. So we have web applications. We have distributed applications. We have IoT applications. So we have mobile applications. We have artificial intelligence applications. We have 2D and 3D gaming applications. In computer technologies, applications are classified into so many types. We have desktop applications, web applications, distributed applications, IoT, Internet of Things, mobile applications, artificial intelligence, and 2D and 3D gaming application, different type of applications. Do you have any idea on all these? Do you know the difference between them? No? I will give a simple overview. Actually, desktop application means, for example, we have a hospital. A hospital people, they want to run their hospital related business and they started a new hospital in a particular area. Then to maintain the software, to maintain all the hospital related details like billing, patients, doctors and everything, they want a software. And how they will use that software? They will install that software in a computer or a laptop that is present at reception and area, right? Right. So they will install the software in a reception area where they will have 1-2 computers or laptops. There, whenever anybody checks in, they will check the availability of doctor, billing, medicines, and everything. They don't have any branches and they don't have any online communication with the clients or anybody. Then which kind of application is enough for them? Desktop application. Desktop application means we give an application. They will install that application on their machine and they use that application. They don't need any internet. They don't need any online booking and everything. Then these, for that, which kind of applications are enough? Desktop applications. So if the hospital decides that we will take appointments online, we will give a website and we will have some branches. We need a communication between branches all over different cities. Then desktop application is not enough. We need to connect with internet and do all the transactions. Then what kind of application we will use? Web. Web application means it works with internet. It works with internet. Detailedly, we will see what is web application and all. So desktop applications and web applications. What are distributed applications? For example, suppose hospital related details, if anybody can open and he can make a appointment for a doctor or something, availability of doctors and all. So you have a mobile or you have a laptop. So how you will make an appointment, how you will open their details? Generally, how we open their details is, so in mobile, we have a browser. In mobiles also, you have Chrome, Safari like browsers now. In mobile, you will open a browser and in that browser, you will visit a website of hospital and you will access. That is a web application. Web application means anything that you open in a browser is a web. For example, hospital people say that you don't need to open a browser. We will give one app to you. It will be present in Apple Play Store or it will be present in Google Play Store. You download that app, you connect to internet, you access our hospital details through that app. So that app is more convenient in usage than opening in browser and working with it. Then those kind of applications are called distributed. Those kind of applications are called distributed. For example, in your mobile, you have some mobile apps. Name some mobile apps you are having in your mobile. WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Swiggy, Zomato. These are all not mobile apps. These are all not mobile apps. These are all called distributed apps. These are all called distributed apps. Will they work without internet? No, they will provide few details offline. But if you want continuous usage of latest data, then you need connection of internet. They are not mobile apps. Mobile apps means calculator, calendar, phone gallery. These comes under which category? Mobile apps. So majority of the applications that you are using in your mobile through internet, those are all called which kind of applications? Distributed. We call them as distributed applications. So desktop applications, web applications, another one, distributed. For example, see, suppose in my machine here, I want to watch Netflix, then I will open here some Netflix page. I'm opening some Netflix page here. So this is Netflix. Here I can log in into Netflix account. I can watch movies in this browser. But you see, in my computer, I have a Netflix app. I have a Netflix app. Here also I can do the same. What is difference? What is difference between watching in browser and watching in app? For example, you are watching YouTube now. You are watching YouTube in a browser and you are watching YouTube in a YouTube app in your mobile. What is difference? What is difference? Same videos will come now. What is difference then? So when you are using an app, you can download videos and you can watch them. Are these downloaded videos available in browser? Not possible. So now if I ask you, is Netflix a distributed app or a web app? They have both. That means many people provide web application as well as distributed. YouTube is a distributed application and it is also having a web. What is meant by web application means you open in browser. What is advantage of distributed application is you just open an app which is installed in your device and you can use the same. Distributed applications additionally can provide information offline, right? So we have different types of applications: desktop, web application, and distributed. Is it clear to everyone? What is difference between a web application and distributed application? Web applications are viewed on browser and distributed applications are used through an app applications, right? In mobile, all are not mobile applications. Majority are what kind of applications? Distributed applications, right? IoT is Internet of Things. Do you know them? What are those? Any example of IoT? Example of IoT. You are wearing smartwatches. They are IoT. You have a smart band, smart watches. That means they have sensors. Those sensors will calculate how many steps you taken, how many calories you burnt, all such information that through sensors. Those are all what kind of applications? IoT. Internet of Things. They are IoT applications. Mobile applications. Mobile application, just now I told you, calculator, calendar, phone book, gallery, all these comes under as mobile. For example, you downloaded a game and you can play that game without any internet connection. Then it is a mobile. You won't need an internet connection to play that game. Then it is not mobile. It is called as distributed. Artificial intelligence means you have Alexa, you have Google Home, right? You have Siri. Yeah, all these chat GPT, good. All these are what kind of applications? Artificial intelligence, AI applications. 2D, 3D gaming applications means usually you will see game boxes, game consoles like Xbox, PlayStations, right? So you see in many complex, you will see gaming zones. A bike is attached to a screen, right? These are all what kind of applications? 2D and 3D gaming. So we have different types of applications. Now, whatever you are going to learn in this course, that means whatever you are going to learn here, that means we are going to learn HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. Another one is JavaScript. These we are going to learn. By using these, you can build the good web applications. You can build the distributed applications. And actually, you can build IoT applications and mobile applications, mobile IoT applications, and artificial intelligence applications, artificial intelligence, 2D, 3D gaming applications, but these are related to only front end. Understood? These are used everywhere. That means if you research for what is the most popularly used language across all technologies, you will find JavaScript. You will find JavaScript. But JavaScript alone cannot manage everything. So you can build front end. You can build front end for what kind of applications? Web, even for distributed, even for IoT, mobile, artificial intelligence, even 2D and 3D. But these are not enough for all of them. Perfectly, they are used for what kind of applications? Web and distributed. For web applications and distributed applications, mostly internet-based applications, the front end is designed by using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. That means by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap, you will be good in building user interface, front end. But these are not enough. In the modern generation, these are not enough. Once you finish learning these, now the current modern web generation is using technologies like Angular and React and like Vue. That means a front-end developer is not complete front-end developer without knowledge of these Angular, Vue, and React. So many people currently who are searching for jobs as Java developer, .NET developer, PHP, Python developers, right? These days, we don't want specialized developers. We want full stack developers. Full stack developers means they have knowledge of both front end as well as back end. Early days means few years back before COVID, it was okay. Before COVID, it was okay because before COVID, so we have Java developer separate, PHP developer separate. But what companies now asking is, we don't want only Java developer, we want Java full stack developer. Full stack developer means a person who is involved in both front end as well as back end. So otherwise, you will not get calls at all. Right? Many people complain that, sir, I finished Java, calls are not coming. I finished .NET, calls are not coming. PHP, calls are not coming. Calls will come only to the people who show both front end and back end. And in front end also, you have to show advanced concepts. Advanced concepts like Angular, React, and Vue. You search for any job on Naukri today, like Java full stack developer, .NET full stack developer, you will find in every job requirement, they will ask Angular, React, and Vue like technologies. Right? So, but in order to learn Angular, React, and Vue like technologies, you need to have knowledge of HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. If you have idea on them, then you can build applications. So what is the concept that we are going to learn? What kind of applications we are going to learn? building web application, but I will give you more detail. Building front end, am I right? Building front end for which kind of applications? Web applications, and it is also good for what kind of applications? Distributed applications. Is it clear? So that means by learning the concepts of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap, you can build good front end for web application and distribute it. By the time we start working with HTML, CSS, we will able to design something like Netflix. In first 1 week, we will try to design this Netflix screen. That means actually to design these kind of screens, you need to have good in-depth knowledge of CSS and all. But in our concepts, when you are learning here in this class, by the first week itself, we must able to build like this. That means our target is by the end of this course, you must able to design a complete website template. Right? By the end of HTML, we will design a screen template like this. So this is our target by the end of HTML. This is a shopping site template. We will able to build this by the end of our HTML. Right? We will able to build this by the end of HTML. So we will not do any imagination designs. What we will do is we will take some sample websites. We will try to recreate them. Right? If you learn like that and you practice in that way, you will get perfection in UI. That means you will get perfection in the front end. In HTML itself, we will finish this. In JavaScript, we will give a functionality to this. HTML cannot give the functionality. HTML, CSS can only design. Functionality we have to give by using what? JavaScript. We can make it work. We can make it function. So our target is building like this. So by the end of our course, you must able to build at least 5-6 templates like this. And we will do every topic. We will take one real-time example. We will try to design that example with the concepts that we learn. Suppose in HTML, I am discussing one topic. We will see where the topic is used in real website designs, and we will design those. Then you will get more perfection in the concept. Okay. So our target is building the front end for what kind of applications? Web applications. Another one is distributed. But remember, you cannot say that I learned building web application, because web application requires both front end as well as back end. Back end you will learn, like you will learn JSP through Java, PHP, Python. So you will learn back end using different other technologies. But this is only about front end. Okay. I hope everyone is clear. Right? Yes. Backend is required. With only front end you cannot do, because where data comes from, suppose you are using WhatsApp, you are sending some message, where that message is stored, from where that message is coming, all happens through backend. You need both front end and backend. Right? Front end is only for building UI, user interface, and user interface is not enough. You need complex. I will show you the scenario now, where this HTML, CSS, JavaScript comes. One small architecture I will explain so that you will easily understand. Let's see. So first thing, you need to understand the basic web architecture, which I will explain here. So web architecture, we will see the basic web architecture here. Actually, just take one simple example. Suppose I'm just using some Google search. In this Google search, this is Google. In this Google search, I am searching for HTML something, some list comes. So I am searching for a topic called HTML and some results came. Now the first question here is, from where all this information is coming? From where all this information is coming? Actually, from where all this information is coming is generally Google people usually have a data center. They have data center. Actually, data center is a part of people also call as data farms. Data center is a part of data farms. Actually, data center is also called as server, data server. Data center or data server or data center is a part of data forms. Actually, when we are searching for something on Google, you are watching something on Facebook or WhatsApp, all that information that you see on screen is coming from a data center. Actually, this data center is very huge, very huge. I am taking example of Google. I will show you. You can see on YouTube. So let's here I will show you. This is Google Data Center. On YouTube, Google Data Center is available. You can see this is the video of Google Data Center. This is the video of Google Data Center. I will show you. This is how the Google Data Center looks like. This is the original video of Google Data Center. So you have seen this building, right? This is not Google Office. This is Google Computer. That is computer. That is not office building. That is what server is. You might have seen in your colleges, offices, schools, in lab, there is in the corner, they keep one computer, put a sticker that I am server. Have you seen that? Right? By seeing that, you may think like servers means like this, but these are servers actually. Server looks like this. This is the original video of Google Data Center. You can see this is the original video of Google Data Center. It occupies inside data center. I will show you. This is all the data center. And inside the data center, you can see it looks like this. Inside the data center, it looks like this. This is inside data center. Millions of hard disks will be there. Means millions of terabytes of data. This is the data center. This is the location where the data is present. Actually, this type of data centers usually Google's data center, it is actually present in a place called Dublin. Dublin is in Ireland. Majority, Twitter, Facebook, Microsoft, all Google, all these people's servers are present in Dublin, Ireland. All, majority, every superior software companies related data centers are present in Dublin, Ireland. Why? Because this is the geographical area where complete year the same temperature is maintained. And in some areas in Dublin, Ireland area, there is no night and day. There is only day, complete. And there is only same temperature maintained. And because data centers means big farms, they occupy 2-3 kilometers. And 2-3 kilometers computer inside, you need to maintain air condition. That's not possible. That's the reason they maintain like that. Do you know several companies data centers are under sea also? Under sea. Majority, some like TCS people, all these people have undersea data centers. Google have even data center in space. One of the Google data center is in the space, which have no geolocation. They are doing some experiment through space related data center. Actually, data centers are very huge. All the information is present in this data center. How they store the data in data center? With the help of some database softwares. Database softwares like we have Oracle. So we have like MySQL. You have like SQL Server. Am I right? We have like MongoDB. All these comes under database. These all comes under database. So the data is present in which location? The data required for applications, all the data comes from which location? Data center. Data centers are the locations where the data is kept. Now, how this data comes to us? Actually, how this data comes to us, there will be another one. So we have data center. We have another one. We call it as application center. We have application center, we have data center, we have application center. Application center, in this, what happens is we design application. This application is responsible for communicating with the database. It is responsible for accessing the data from the database, from the data center. Actually, this application is designed by using technologies like JSP, like PHP, like ASP, like so Python. All these technologies are used. By using these technologies, they design application, and even like Node.js, they design everything by this, and these are responsible for communicating with the data. That means Java, .NET, PHP, Python like technologies are used in application center to build an application. What is the role of this application? The role of this application is to handle communication with whom? Handle communication with whom? Data centers. They communicate with the database. Okay. After that, this data should come onto you, onto your device. Onto your device means you may be using a PC, you may be using a mobile, or you may be using a smart watch. Am I right? Everywhere this information should come. Then, do you know what these people do? They use another technique called, another concept called API. These technologies use another mechanism called API, Application Programming Interface. Application Programming Interface. Actually, the data that is present in data center that comes to application in the form of binary. Understood? The data comes in the form of binary. Data will come in the form of binary. I will just show you here. Yeah. The data will come in the form of binary. It is in the form of binary. Data is going to come in the form of binary. But this binary is not understandable to your devices. That means your mobile, your laptop, desktop, or your smartwatches, they can't understand this information. Then what happens is your technologies will use a concept of API, Application Programming Interface, or you might have heard about a concept called web service. Have you heard? Web service. Java.NET people use this one, web service, or in the modern we are calling it as what? API. Do you know what this API will do? This API is going to present the data, convert the data into a format called XML or into a format called JSON. The data is converted into which format? XML and JSON. XML is extensible markup language. JSON is JavaScript object notation. And this data is given to all the devices. A smartwatch can use it. A PC laptop can use it. A mobile can use it. Then they can understand the data in the format of XML and JSON. Earlier, few years back, we used to use a lot of XML, but now in the modern generation, we are very much using this one. What is it? JSON. JSON. I will show you one real-time example here. For example, suppose we, one example I will give you. Suppose you are trying to develop an application. You are trying to develop an application related to space, science and technology. Suppose we have colleges, we have schools and different educational institutions. For them, we want to build one application related to space, science, technology. Now, we want some data related to space. We want some data related to space. Then do you know ISRO and NASA, like people, they provide free data to software developers. They provide free data to software developers. They will say that if you want to educate people on science and technology, we have our data. We will freely provide you the data. Take this data and educate the people about science and technology. But do you know how the data is present? I will show you. See, there is a website. ISRO don't have free data very much. You see, there is a website, API nasa.gov. This is official API website of NASA people. This is the official website of NASA people. NASA people have a website called nasa.api.gov. In this website, you see what is the purpose of this website. They say that the objective of this site is to provide NASA data available to application developers. That means if you are an app developer and you are developing application which related to science and technology, then whatever help you need, NASA people will provide. That's very good. They will provide free. For example, you are searching for, you want to educate people on Mars and Mars environment, like schools, colleges. A teacher want to show school and college people a website. In that website, they want to show all the Mars related photos and all. Suppose if you go Google and search for Mars photos, some photos will come. Majority all are fake photos. Why? Because who went to Mars to take photo? Who went to Mars to take a photo? That means majority are fake. Then who can provide you correct information? The people who are on Mars. That means these NASA have rovers, Curiosity and all. Those rovers take photos, videos and send. This all data NASA will provide to you. See how they will provide the data. Let's scroll down. You will see at the bottom, you will have option. These are all APIs. So many APIs are there. I will show you here. This is Mars rover photos. I will open that API. You will see they will give a simple link here, a URL they will give here. You click on that URL, automatically you will see they will give you the data. It will be like this. And this format of data, this is called JSON actually. JavaScript object notation. That is how data comes. For example, you are watching Flipkart, you are watching Amazon. In that products details, product photo, product price, everything is actually present in the format of JSON. Everything is present in the format of JSON. This is how data is present. Now, who can understand this data? Is this data understandable to general people? No, even you also don't know. You may be learning different technologies like Java, .NET and all. Even you also don't know this. Then why you came here is, you came here to learn how to present this data. That means what is the responsibility of front-end developer? Do you know? In software companies, the role of front-end developer is he is given with data which is present in the form of XML and JSON form. That data he need to present in the UI by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Bootstrap. Understood? What is the role of a front-end developer in any software company? What is the role of front-end developer? The role of front-end developer is to build UI. And for UI, whatever data is required, data comes from which location? Data present in which format? Data is present in the format of JSON. JSON, or it is in the format of XML. XML these days we are not using much. For example, this is one example I showed you. Now this data is presented in the front end. For that we need the technologies. What we need? We need HTML, we need what? CSS, we need JavaScript, Bootstrap, all this. I hope you understood the role of front end. So what is the role of HTML, CSS, JavaScript? So the role of HTML, CSS, JavaScript is to build a good user interface. And for that user interface, whatever data comes, actually the data come in which format? The data comes in which format? XML and JSON format. And this data is sent through a programming interface. What it is? API. And this API is managed by the backend technologies like Java, .NET, PHP, and all this, right? And data comes from a separate database. What is the database? Oracle, MySQL, and all these are the databases. So actually, this entire part is called backend, and this part is called as front end. That is the concept of both front end and back end. And a full stack developer means who have knowledge of both front end as well as back end. So you are learning in this class front end. I will show you how to consume the data coming from NASA API, how to present it. I will show you. We will learn that. We will learn how to present the data coming from APIs, because that is the job we have to do in companies. That means they will provide data. We need to interact with data, right? So in the front end, you are going to learn these technologies to present the data. This is one example I showed you. Like that, you observe here, see, in this data, there is a image SRC na. I will copy that image SRC. Let me copy this. And you see, actually, when I paste this, this is the photo they have. That means they are providing the photo here. I'm just copying and pasting that here. It shows the data here. This is the photo. This is the photo they have given. I showed you only one photo. Hundreds of photos are present. Hundreds of photos are present. But if I show data like this to anybody, nobody can understand. Then we have to present this photo. A photo, a video, or any information is given in the format of JSON. We have to present that information, right? That is the role and responsibility here, right? I hope you understood the point, right? So what is the concept of API? Can you tell me what is API? What you understood about API? API is actually application programming interface. What it will do is it provides data to client in the format of what? JSON, and which format? XML. So now the question is how API data is presented. How API data is presented? By using HTML, by using CSS, by using Bootstrap, and by using JavaScript. More advanced is React, Angular. They are used for presenting the data. So data presentation is done by using these HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. Actually, I just explained you NASA. Not only that, for example, in your mobiles, you have a weather app. No? You have a weather app, and you can see that weather report in your smartwatches also. Am I right? And that is present in your Windows also. In Windows. How data can reach different devices? If data have to reach different devices, it must be in the format of either XML or it should be in JSON. You can see online, you will find free weather APIs also. You see, you will find free weather APIs. You will find weather API. This is weather API. You can see this is an weather API. And what this weather API will do is, this weather API will provide the data to the software developers so that they can consume the data and they can present. Actually, these APIs you have to purchase. Some are free, some we have to purchase. For example, you see Rapido or Uber or Zomato, Swiggy, they use maps. In the map, they show the location where you are, where the person is, how much time he will take to come. Those are all APIs. And they are not Google Maps actually. There is a separate API called, you see, we have an API called Mapbox. Mapbox is an API actually. This is Mapbox. This is Mapbox. What they do is, by using JavaScript, they identify your current location. In JavaScript, you will learn it, how to identify current location of client, city. And that location, they will show you on map. Your location, restaurant location on map. Your location and your captain location on map. That means where he's coming or not, how much time he will take. All these are done by using these maps. You see, these are the customers of this BMW, National Geographic, Toyota. These are the customers. That means in BMW cars and all, you will see navigation system. That is not Google Maps. That is actually separate app API they have to purchase. Google Maps is not providing the service that you see on Rapido or you see on Swiggy, Zomato. They are different concepts. They are not Google Maps, right? Actually, they have to purchase and use it. And everything, every data is provided in the format of what? It is provided in the format of API. API format is primarily JSON and XML, right? This is actually our job. So we are going to learn how to present this API data in our class. Means while learning JavaScript, you will learn how to use AJAX, how we can communicate with API, present the data coming from API. We will take some real-time data and we will try to present the data that we are going to learn in JavaScript concept. Okay. So I hope by understanding these concepts, you understood the role and responsibility of this, right? Actually, every website, suppose I will show you some Amazon like. This is Amazon. We will create this Amazon like screen also in coming days. And in this Amazon, whatever data you see, this is all data coming from JSON form. It is present in JSON format. I will show you one website. There is a website called Fake Store API. This is the shopping data. This is the shopping related data. How in shopping websites you see this data? You see actually they have a photo. Let me copy this photo and you can see this is the photo of that particular product. That is the photo. Actually, their data is present. Their data is present in JSON form. This JSON format data is presented to you in a clean form so that you can easily understand. Left side photo, right side price, all such presentation is done by using what? HTML. I hope you are clear with this, right? We are going to learn how to do that. So for that, we will start with the concept of working with. Our first concept is we have to start with HTML. We are going to first start with HTML. So what is the role of HTML? How HTML works? What is the role of CSS, JavaScript? These all points we will see. First, I will give an overview. You saw that in the front end tools, majorly we have HTML, we have CSS, we have Bootstrap, and we have JavaScript. I will tell the basic outline for that first, then we will go detailing. First thing you see, let's open some website like Amazon or Flipkart like website. When you open this website, in this website here, there is a photo. And below that photo, there is a caption. And this is designed by using the concept of HTML. That means a photo and a caption below the photo, that is designed by using HTML. That means all this, suppose this is a button. This button is designed by using what? HTML. But actually, suppose this is button. So these are buttons. We designed this button by using HTML. But HTML is not enough to give the colors, effects, and all. To give the colors, effects, and all, we need what? CSS. And very important, you learned HTML for presentation. Presentation can be more effective by using CSS. But if you want interactions means, for example, I click on this, a drop down will come. These type of interactions are done by using what? JavaScript. Another important is, you see there is a sliding banner. There is a sliding banner. To create such sliding banner, we need lot of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Instead of doing that, ready-made banners are present. We just put them and change according to our requirement. That is actually done by using the concept of Bootstrap. Understood? That means Bootstrap makes the concept of presentation more easy. That means you will take 1 hour time to design one screen. Bootstrap can design with 5 minutes. Because Bootstrap provides ready-made templates to you, you have to just customize according to requirement. So after you finish HTML, CSS, if you learn Bootstrap, then you can make the designs in a more faster way. Right? Generally, designs are done by using HTML and CSS. More faster way, if you have to design, then you need the concept of what? Bootstrap. So what is the purpose of HTML? HTML is for presentation and CSS is for styling the presentation. Styling means making the presentation more effective. And Bootstrap is used for templates. Templates means ready-made designs, which you can implement and you can customize according to your requirements. And JavaScript is used for manipulations. Presentation is done with HTML. Styling is done by using CSS. Templates are adapted from using Bootstrap, and manipulations are done by using what? JavaScript. By using JavaScript, we handle the manipulations. Now, in this, first we are going to deal with what? HTML. How HTML works, how the concept of HTML works, we will see detailing, right? So that better we will see in the next session. Okay, today I just given an introduction, right? So because offline people, many people are missing. Tomorrow we will change the classroom for offline people, right? And we will take a convenient classroom. Then tomorrow we can start continuing working with the concept of what? HTML. Tomorrow onwards, we will start that, right? Today, I just given an introduction to you. Every day, our session will be 1.5 hours minimum. Okay. Today, just I given the demo. So, because many people are inconvenient in offline session currently because of congested space. So tomorrow, we will take another classroom. So you come here directly, offline people, with another classroom. Then we can start working with the concept of HTML. Practically, we will start working from tomorrow. Today, I just given you an introduction about it. Tomorrow, I will share online class codes and everything to you. Okay. Is it clear about this concept? Right. Then tomorrow I'll continue then, right? Yeah. Yes, what is your problem, Abhishek?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Actually, the thing is, as you explained, this course is for full stack developer, right?
This is
Who
for
already completed.
Java.NET course people. And who are
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. So,
Which topic,
yeah,
which
now
concept you belong to?
I'm beginner, sir.
You
Okay,
are
currently
beginner,
I'm
then this
working as a
batch is
DevOps.
not for you. Please contact admin. Okay. This is
Okay,
for the
so
people
this,
who are doing Java.NET full stack in our institute. Okay, na?
yeah,
Ah,
yeah. So just
contact
one thing,
admin.
sir.
This is not batch for
The-
you. You please contact admin. Okay.
yeah,
Right.
understand, no problem. Just need to ask one thing.
Ha.
This HTML, CSS, you will teach from the basic or
This
like
is
from the
for the
advanced only?
what I told you, you understood, Abhishek? This is for
Yeah,
Java.NET people. For that, they have course content with certain syllabus. Those we will discuss here. Okay, na? If you want to learn complete JavaScript, HTML, CSS, this is not the batch. There is another batch you can go. Okay,
oh, got it.
understood?
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, okay.
yeah, this is for Java full stack people only. You can attend this batch. Huh? Right.